everybody? We are back for another episode of L Sports Show. I'm E.
I'm Lance.
Yes. First things first, I just want to say thank you for all the support that you guys given us on our first episode. We certainly reached numbers that we did not expect at all. So we want to take the numbers that we reach and then times it by 2 to get it even more. So we love the support. Continue to comment, continue to share, continue to follow us on the social media platforms. Instagram is L_Sports_Show. Follow us on Twitter at L Sports Show, and then on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is L Sports Show. Again, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Please continue to comment and things like that. We're talking about bringing in a special guest pretty soon. So if you're interested in coming onto the show, let us know.
Let us know.
Yep, absolutely. Let us know.
But first and foremost, I want to make sure y'all guys know who's doing the things behind the scenes. Snow, I need you to let the people see, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Come on, Snow.
We brought this together. This man, we made this fruition. This is Snow, man. This is our man. This is our tech savvy guy.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, let's get into the show.
Let's do it, man.
Let's go, man.
Let's do it, man. So last time we talked about a lot of it was the college football playoff, and rightfully so, and what's going on with that. But today we want to switch it up a little bit. We're going to talk about the NBA. The NBA is in the heart of the season now. It started going about 25 games in, and we're seeing some guys, some specific players throughout the league that are really doing their thing, man, and really catching everybody by surprise in a lot of instances and a lot of standpoints. But some people are doing some things that they've been doing since they've been in the league. You know what I'm saying? So the first question, Lance, I have for you is who's the best team in the NBA?
I don't even know why you asked me that. You should already know. Wherever LeBron James is. That's the best team every single time. A healthy LeBron James is the best player on the planet, and a healthy LeBron James team is the best team in the league.
So wait, at year 17, I think LeBron James has been in the league for 17 years.
17 years.
He's still the best player in the league at 17 years?
Yeah, best player in the league. He takes care of his body, put millions of dollars into his body, works out hard. He does everything the right way. LeBron James is still the best basketball player.
You know what's funny, though? That's a little side note about LeBron James. When LeBron James got to L.A., he had a little bit of hairline.
Yeah.
Where's hairline going?
Hey, it's going back because he's getting old, but that don't mean it's going back. Hey, y'all get off my dog hairline. LeBron, you can borrow some of my hair if you need it, but at the end of the day, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, it's more than he got.
That's real. That's real. So I take it that you say LeBron James is the best player in the league, which means he's going to be your MVP too?
Absolutely. LeBron James right now is averaging 25 points a game. That's ninth in the league. He's averaging 7 rebounds. And he's also the lead in the league in assists with 10.7 a game.
Yes.
His player efficiency rating, he's rated 6th. I mean, what more do you want him to do? I mean, he's doing crazy things in year 17.
But he also has help. Like, he has AD. He's got Danny Green, who's a good 3-way player. Avery Bradley, who's a good 3-way player. You got Rajon Rondo. You got Dwight Howard, who just seems like he's on a complete resurgence of his entire career. You've got all this around him. And so I'm not taking it away that LeBron James should not be the MVP at all, because what LeBron James is doing right now in year 17 is absolutely 100% remarkable.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't go unstated what this man's doing. He's dominated. He's been a presence in this league from game 1. Not game 15 or 20 or season 2. Since game 1, LeBron James was done.
I remember it. Opening game.
You remember the stats he had that game?
I don't remember the stats exactly, but I know he had over 20.
I know he had a nasty tomahawk dunk on somebody's head.
Boy, fast break. I don't know why Mike Bibby thought it was okay to throw that pass.
Yeah. I don't know why either. But I'll have to disagree with you as far as the MVP of the league. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with Giannis, bro. Bro, what Giannis is doing right now with Milwaukee. First of all, who wants to play in Milwaukee? Right? No disrespect to the city of Milwaukee and Wisconsin and everything. No disrespect.
Go Pack. Go Cheesehead Nation.
Okay, but who wants to go play in Wisconsin? Like, who wants to go to Milwaukee? Like, you're not gonna get no key market free agents to say, yeah, I want to go to Milwaukee and play for Milwaukee. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. So what Giannis is doing with that team, being his second best player being Chris Middleton, half our viewers probably don't even know who Chris Middleton is.
I mean, Chris Middleton got overpaid. I understand. But, hey, what Giannis is doing is great. But what Giannis did, LeBron's did for a bunch of years.
No doubt. No, you're right, man. We're not saying who's the best, who's better as far as career-wise, but we're talking about right now the MVP of the league as far as who's helping their team the most and what they're doing. Giannis can't go and say what his stats is because you gave stats about LeBron James, so I'm going to get stats about Giannis and what he's doing. Giannis is averaging 30.8 points per game. Giannis is shooting 56% from the field. Now, some people are like, oh, he doesn't shoot threes. Isn't that an easier way to guard somebody then?
Yeah.
Like if you can't do one thing, you can't shoot, and all he can do is drive, all he can do is hit a midi, stop him.
Yeah.
Right? If you know shooting is a weakness in his game, stop him. But you can't.
You can't.
You can't stop him. Right? And then 13 rebounds a game. He's averaging 5.4 assists a game. And then people always talk about PER. I think PER in a sense sometimes could be a little overstated, but he's number one in PER, player efficiency rating, for the people who don't know what PER stands for. Player efficiency rating. What Giannis is doing with the team that the Bucks have, losing Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah, they got Wes Matthews coming in. Their starting point guard is Eric Bledsoe. I mean, like the Lopez brothers, Robin and Brook Lopez. Like, look at your team.
Yeah.
And they're doing their thing, bro. They're tied with the best record in the league with the Lakers, bro. And what they're doing is amazing.
I mean, he's on a rampage because of what happened last year. He felt that was his year to get to the finals, and Kawhi had something to say about that. Now with Kawhi out of the way, there's nobody in sights of the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't think the Sixers can beat them.
You don't think so?
No, I think Milwaukee will definitely come out the East. The thing is, it depends on if they upgrade before the trade deadline. They need another wing defender and shooter.
Who do you get though? Because it's not a lot of 3-and-D wing guys in the league that's available though.
I mean, even if he's not 3-and-D, they just need another wing guy that can defend. Names like DeMar DeRozan come up. Things like that.
DeMar DeRozan in Milwaukee.
That would be nice.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be not that bad. Having said the love that I've given Giannis, I will have to disagree with you to say the 76ers are going to come out the East. If the teams stay what they are, I don't think Giannis alone can beat the 76ers 4 times in a 7-game series. That's a lot. Because you think about what the 76ers have on their roster and what they've been able to have. You got Ben Simmons. Mm-hmm. You got Tobias Harris. Uh-huh. You got Josh Richardson. You have Al Horford. And you got Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
No one on the Bucks can guard Joel Embiid from jump. No one can guard him.
Yeah.
And Ben Simmons and what he's doing defensively is probably the best year for Ben Simmons defensively he's had his entire career.
Yeah.
And so you put another 6'9" guy on Giannis. No one can guard Giannis. We're talking about a full team collective effort stopping Giannis for 7 games or beating the Bucks for 4 games. I like the 76ers in that matchup.
I honestly just disagree because of the simple fact that Ben Simmons does seem to disappear when it comes money time. For crying out loud, last year Jared Dudley shut this man down for a whole game. He couldn't do nothing. He came back with a vengeance the next game, but if you got old Elmer Fudd, Jared Dudley coming out destroying you and getting in your head, I'm just not a full
Jared Dudley
believer.
nice, bro. What you talking about?
He's nice, but Ben Simmons shouldn't be bothered by him. You know what I'm saying? It's two different
But it's a new year.
It's a new year, but
It's a new year.
But I can only go off what I've seen in Money Time, and Money Time hasn't came around yet.
But it's a new year, which means it could be a new Ben Simmons, like we talked about last year. I mean, last episode was it's a new year, right? About the UCFs and the Utahs of the college football, and Utah lost. They didn't win. Yeah, not at all.
And Oregon lost, and they ain't gonna be in the playoff.
Yeah. So what I said about who's gonna be in the college football playoff, if you saw last episode, I'm wrong. But
who was right?
Ohio State's still the best team in the country. That's the back to it. It's a new year, and so I think it being a new year and Ben Simmons knowing that he came up short, he and Joel Embiid knowing that they came up short last year, and then adding a championship pedigree player like an Al Horford on the team. I think that right there, I think it gets them over the top.
Okay.
I think it goes over the top. And I think, okay, let me ask you this then. So you got the Bucks beating the Sixers, and Bucks making the finals.
Correct.
Who's making the finals? Who's coming out the West?
Who's coming out the West? I'm definitely picking the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James. LeBron James missed the playoffs for the first time in probably 10 years last year. They probably still could have made the playoffs last year. Last year, people were saying, well, before LeBron went to the Lakers, people were saying the East was weak. Now the East ain't weak. And now LeBron in the West, they trying to say LeBron's schedule is weak.
The East is still weak.
The East is still weak, but people don't say it like they used to.
No, they don't, because LeBron's not over there.
Exactly. And now they're saying LeBron's schedule is weak. So what is the common denominator between that?
I think it's LeBron James.
The greatness of LeBron James.
No doubt. We're not going to sit here and debate the greatness of LeBron James. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, is he the best player of all time?
I'm hesitant to say that, even though I really want to, because I know a bunch of old heads to get on my head. I just really don't want that. But in my heart, LeBron James is the best basketball player I have ever seen. I didn't get to see a lot of Jordan. He was in my younger days when I was like 3. But Michael Jordan is everyone's god, but LeBron James is my Michael Jordan, and that's the best who I've ever seen.
I think it's to be debated for sure. That you can put a legitimate argue that LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, and I think the biggest thing that you quote unquote old heads talk about is championship rings, right? But rings can't be the common denominator of who's the greatest of all time. You gotta look at who changed the game, but we're not gonna talk about that. Not gonna talk about that right now. I got another question for you though. We talk about greatness and the NBA season and what's going on right now. Who out of these 3 guys, if you had to start somebody, bench somebody, and cut somebody, right? Out of Luka Doncic, Klay Thompson, and James Harden, who you got?
I'm going to start Harden just for the simple fact that he's been on a tear for these past 3 years. And we're speaking right now. I know Luka, it's going to be real controversial when I say it. Yes, I am cutting Luka, meaning I'm benching Klay, a healthy Klay. But I'm cutting Luka just for the simple fact that we only got 2 years of tape. We haven't seen what he done in the playoffs. He hasn't been battle tested. But what he's doing right now is remarkable. I'm not taking that away. He is a great basketball player. But when you said start one, bench one, cut one, we're speaking right now. And what I know right now is James Harden will deliver. James Harden has delivered.
Win in the regular season? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a regular season guy. I understand.
So we're talking about playoffs.
We're talking about Luka haven't been there. We don't know what Luka them.
I'll take my chances with Luka than James Harden.
I respectfully disagree because, I'm a firm believer in James Harden. I steal all his moves and hooping. And James Harden is a great player. He don't play defense sometimes.
He's a manipulation of the game of basketball. That's what James Harden is.
He's
kudos to him.
He's thinking smarter, not harder.
That's what good. That's cute.
At his level of basketball, he could play this at this level for another 10 years because he really don't put rigorous strain on his body.
I mean, sure, but we're talking about right now. You talk about, okay, so if you're building your team, and you got those 3 guys, who you choosing?
If I'm building my team,
yeah.
Oh, if I'm building like for the future,
yeah, taking Luka.
I'm taking Luka.
Okay, hold on, right? So the same question goes to me, right?
Okay.
About benching Klay. I'm starting Luka, and I'm cutting James Harden. I'm cutting him, and here's why: you can't. James Harden will never win a championship with his play style. It's not going to happen. You've got 4 other guys looking at James Harden like this. Why he just dribbles the ball for 22 seconds of the shot clock and then hoists up a shot. Kudos to him with James Harden, what his numbers are. He's averaging 30-something points a game, or whatever, 38.7 points a game. Cool. Whippity-hoo. He's also shooting 43% from the field. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's terrible. He's shooting 34% from the three-point line. He's got more three-point attempts than most teams in the league. That's insane. December 3rd. James Harden was 11 for 38 from the field. 11 for 38. And we're sitting here praising him? You've got it. People say, oh, the PER, he's number 1 at PER. Whatever. What is it? Someone's shooting 38 shots. 38 shots. Oh, but he had 50 points. 20 of those was from the free throw line. Whippity-hoo. Congratulations, James Harden's able to manipulate the game and get to the free throw line. I'm not taking nothing away from him. You found a loophole. Do your thing. But I'm not going to have a guy on my team Just going to shoot 11 for 38 from the field. That's horrible.
You got a point.
And then want to cry and moan. This was versus San Antonio Spurs the other night. Want to cry and moan when he has a dunk attempt that doesn't count. But then they want to replay the whole game from the 7-minute mark. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're up 22 points in the game. You kidding me?
Yeah.
It's insane. Another game. November 27th. He was 9 for 22. That's horrible.
Hey, but we have seen this before, though. A guy in LA used to do this type of stuff, too.
Excuse me? What?
Who are we talking about here?
Kobe Bean used to
Come to the street.
take many shots, and it worked for him, and he got championships out of it. I'm not saying that he did it at the same level as James Harden did, but Kobe Bean Bryant used to hoist and take a bunch of shots.
You have Kobe Bryant and James Harden in the same breath.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. No, there's no way. Kobe is acres above James Harden. I'm not saying that. Let's not get riled up, guys. I did not say that. I got snow in the back walking out. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying Kobe used to take a high volume of shots. You know, I'm not saying that he took bad shots like James Harden, but I'm just saying that he did take a bunch of volume shots and everyone else stood and watched around.
We're not going to sit here. It's not okay for James Harden to be taking 38 shots and think that's just going to be what it is. Like that's horrible.
That's the Rockets' go-to guy.
That's horrible. And they're not going to win.
Shot.
They're not going to win.
Yeah.
However, the Magic are going to win. Magic going to win the playoffs. They're going to get in the playoffs.
Magic getting in the playoffs. I respect that. Markelle Fultz got something to prove.
No doubt.
The Sixers gave up on him way too early. But with that being said, is there anything else you got to say, man?
Yeah, man. I just want you guys to comment what your thoughts is. If you're going to start, bench, or cut. Start Luka Doncic, Klay Thompson, and James Harden for sure. Let us know what you think. Comment below. Share. And follow us on all social media platforms.
Oh, don't think I let you off the hook. The Clippers lost by 40 last night. Talking about they going to come out the West. The Lakers coming out the West. Clippers, my behind.